What's up YouTube? Welcome to Logical, Plausible, Probable. In this quick video, going to be sharing what I've been up to this past couple of weeks, what I'm doing down here in Florida, sitting poolside, and hopefully give you a little insight into some of the things that are coming up in the not too distant future here on the channel. But in case you don't make it all the way through, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Click that little bell icon if you want to get notified when new videos like this one go live. And make sure you check out the community section because I've been posting a lot of funny stuff lately while I've been on this road trip. Evo atheists are going nuts, and it's a great place for some humorous banter, shall we say. Okay, so I've got some ongoing beef, apparently, with a few different folks here on YouTube. They talk a lot of trash. They don't want to have debates. They have all sorts of demands that need to be met before they would actually have a debate, while simultaneously calling you a coward for not having a debate that they're refusing to engage in. It really doesn't make any sense. However, in the Evo-Tard universe, I guess that would make sense. Don't really understand it. But back to why I'm down in Florida. So some of you know I'm getting ready to sell my house in Nashville, and there's a bunch of stuff that was left there from a good friend of mine who used to live in that house. But now lives in Florida, so I loaded up a truck, actually took some stuff over to North Carolina and gave it to some folks there, and then drove all the way down here to right here by Daytona. So it's been an interesting last couple of days, driven over 1,000 miles, but it's been fun. I've been enjoying it. And what really struck me about this is the beauty that I saw as I traveled through 4 different states, and I was really made aware of just once again, the awesomeness of God's creation, what I had the opportunity to witness, to perceive, to view, to contemplate, and really to just consider as, I drove by myself on this road and just really think about, what as humans do we kind of lose track of when we live, especially in the large metro environments. We reside in the concrete jungles and kind of forget about some of the most basic things of beauty that we take for granted in terms of nature, God's creation. And I really wonder if so much of the atheist worldview is perpetuated by living inside these concrete jungles that kind of remove you from the power, the awesomeness, and the just incredible evidence for a creator that is easily perceived if you take the time to actually look at what surrounds you versus being focused on the license plate of the car ahead of you while you're stuck in traffic, or walking into a skyscraper, or going into a grocery store, or whatever it is, and kind of forgetting about, hey, these are the fields from which this food came. Here is where these different components and the steel, to make the steel, to make the frame, to make the silicone, to make the glass, and things of that nature, all the way up to this skyscraper that I work in, or whatever it might be. We really forget about those things. And I think if you take the time to kind of step away from the human, all the human creations, it really starts to put things back into perspective as to what you don't actually know and what we don't appreciate, and how small our overall perception of existence, reality, and ultimately what potentially is the next stage of our very existence from a macro point of view. Now, as I'm getting ready to kind of make this transition in life, moving and all these kind of things, I've really been kind of contemplating, what do I want to do next? And I'm going to be doing a more formal video on this in the not too distant future, but I'm really kind of contemplating, taking the knowledge, experience, the entrepreneurial drive, and not ambition, but ability to focus and to think about things from a multi-layered perspective, and really look into ways to leverage that experience, that knowledge, and those skill sets to help spread the information that is freely available to us, but just requires the cohesion and the coordination of the variety of sources, talents, and methodologies in order to spread the word to a larger number of people. And it can have a good portion of this frustration and also just spark in who's going to do it? Maybe it should be me. I started looking into the amount of capital that's being given freely to a lot of these different well-known institutions. And when I realized the amount of money that was being given, it's not from a greed perspective, which I want to go get a chunk of that money. It's actually more of a, wait a minute, if they have this much capital, how do more people not know about the gigantic gaping holes and the foundational pieces for atheism in general, evolutionary theory, the gaping holes in abiogenesis? Like, why are, yes, there's all this information has been aggregated, people wrote books about it, but why is the common person not being presented with the dramatic evidence, A, in favor of God, and B, against the, hypotheticals and the very imaginary, or heavily reliant on the imagination, explanations that keep being put forth by both academia as well as the most loud and proud Evo atheists, like to call them, here on YouTube and other social media platforms. Now, in line with that, what I'd love to get from people who are subscribed to the channel, who watch this video, I'd love to get ideas from you about things I can do from a Patreon perspective that you would like to see, and that I might be able to go out, find, aggregate, and create my own variations on. I'd love to get your insight and ideas of things. Hey, I wish that such and such was available. Give me those ideas. I'm going to try and put together some different concepts to really make things worth your while. I'm a strong believer in, from a business perspective, if you create a value proposition that has value, and you present it to people who are interested in your interested demographics, the probability of people being like, I see the value in that being accepted is relatively realistic. So what I'm going to be trying to do, and I'm going to put a more formal pitch together for this, create the structure, the logic, and overall capital expectations, necessities in order to execute a very strategic plan that can be leveraged with a reasonable expectation of success in spreading the word, reaching people, new people, and really starting to put the proverbial daggers in the weak points that we hear ad nauseum from the Matt Dillahunties, the Sean Harrises, the Aaron Ra's, all these different folks who are running around screaming to high heaven with the utmost confidence, and people not coming back, outside of a very few, coming back aggressively with no mercy and using the truth to counter these ongoing ad nauseum talking points, the vast majority of which have either been disproven, can be annihilated easily, or can be showcased to require massive, massive amounts of assumption and imagination to conclude that they are more likely, more logical, more plausible, more probable explanations than intelligent design, the intelligent agent being required, and then ultimately, if you extrapolate that out from a philosophical perspective, a higher power. All right, and lastly, before I wrap this up, because I got to head to the airport, flying back to Nashville here in just a little bit, I really would like it if some folks would shoot me emails, send me comments, let me know the next type of video you'd like me to work on, kind of next series, what next topic, something you would find interesting. And I'm probably going to, after I get a few ideas and some other things I got working around in my head, I'm going to post a poll on my community, so make sure you look out for that. And again, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. Make sure you hit the like, or the not the like button, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon, and click always if you want to get notified. And please, like I said, go over and check out the community page and give me your insights, give me your thoughts, and let me know different things that you have found interesting, things you would like to see happen, and any ideas you have for subjects and people to approach and to address. And because that's the one other thing I'm going to be working on is I've got some interviews in the works, and I'd love to get ideas from you all about people you would love to see on the show and getting interviewed. So that's enough for this. It's kind of, like I said, an impromptu, off-the-cuff video here while I'm down here in Florida. Make sure to send your insights, like, subscribe, comment, and I hope everybody has a great rest of their week, and look forward to interacting with you all. The next live stream I have, which should be pretty soon, just keep your eyes open for that. And again, as you go through your day-to-day life, as you contemplate your existence, as you search for evidence for how you exist, make sure that the conclusions you reach are logical, plausible, and probable. Have a good one.